Predating YouTube's existence in 2005, the user Super Yoshi would upload a video known as Super Mario Bros. 3 Remixed in 2004. He would later re-upload the video onto YouTube and rename it I Say He's Hot on Our Tail. This was the very first YouTube Poops video ever uploaded onto YouTube. Now YouTube was a very different place back then. The title actually meant something. It was about you as a content creator and you being creative with videos that you could upload onto the website, sharing it with people around the world. YouTube was perfect for anyone who just wanted to express themselves with video editing and just, well, posting it onto this website for free. In a lot of ways, YouTube was a game changer for the internet, and it still proves that it still is today. A lot of people still use YouTube with 6 billion hours a day, which is crazy, but it's not very surprising. YouTube has held the gold standard for being one of the most used websites on the internet. Now, let's just say that there are another batch of content creators out there who wanted to use editing and remixing different kind of content. Either that would be movies, TV shows, or video games. That's really getting to the wacky world of YouTube poops.
Cause YouTube it's where the poop is.
Now, for those who don't know what a YouTube poop is, it's basically just taking a piece of media, any media, and just editing it or remixing it and just putting just complete randomness across the screen. If you've seen a YouTube video with YTP in the title, then you basically get an idea of what a YouTube poop is. They are complete chaos. There is no time to think when you're watching these videos. Now, while that might sound bad, it's honestly not that terrible. If anything, it probably makes these videos a lot funnier than I thought they would be. And when you really think about it, these YouTube poops are basically the godfathers of modern internet memes. That might sound like a stretch to some, but when you actually think about it, it all started with YouTube poops in the early 2000s. Of course, it continued in the 2010s and is still happening to this very day. We know that YouTube poops first started around the early 2000s, more specifically 2007 at like the earliest. But where did it all begin? Well, I would like to say that it started with the original Deke Mario cartoons. Now, I'm not going to talk about those too much because I have already made a video on those, which I will link in the description below and I would recommend checking out. Now, if I wasn't introduced to YouTube poops because of these original Mario cartoons, then what made me actually get into YouTube poops? Well, it was actually a Mario game. But not just any Mario game, it wasn't even a Mario game on an actual Nintendo system. It was called Hotel Mario. I fell in love with the stupid ass cutscenes from this game ever since the day I heard Weegee say,
I hope she made lots of spaghetti.
Now, for those who don't know what a Philips CDI is or any of these games existing, let me explain. So, the Philips CDI was a console that released in the late 90s and it was very, very expensive. And it was a big flop, but it did have games that were officially licensed by Nintendo themselves. Now, when I mean Nintendo, I don't mean just any random property that they have when it comes to franchises. No, I mean they gave them the biggest franchises that they have, Mario and Zelda, which is crazy to think about, especially now. You would never see this happen again. To be fair, I have never played these games before, so I don't have any comments on them, like how many other people have said that they're not very good. But I have seen the cutscenes to all of these games, and I gotta say, they are absolutely hilarious. They bring me so much joy. I love them so much. Someday, I would love to own the copies towards these games, but, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Alright, this is gonna be the last thing I'm gonna talk about, anything Nintendo related. So remember this guy? Weegee? So most people don't really know where he came from, but he came from a PC port of Mario is Missing. It's one of those stupid educational Mario games from the 90s that just aren't good. I actually played the Super Nintendo version of this, and wow, it is very boring. But I wouldn't be surprised if the PC version is basically the same thing. I don't know what drives a man to make a pixel art of Luigi like this. The same goes with Mario, but yep, that's the origin. As to where this redraw came from, I think it came from like 4chan or something like that. All in all, Weegee was used a lot in classic YouTube poops. He made people obey him, he would destroy things, or just put there randomly. I don't know, I guess people just found this dude to be funny, but personally, I find him to be creepy. I mean, that's the face of Satan right there. And finally, I want to talk about the British author and poet himself, Michael Rosen. Now, I'm just gonna say it, if I'm ever having a bad day, I'm going to watch this guy's video. The amount of facial expressions that he does when talking about his stories are just hilarious to me. Not much else to say about Michael Rosen himself. I know that there is a very good reason why there are so many YouTube poops on this guy, and I'm glad that Michael Rosen is alive and well. Long live the plum star. Now, you might have noticed I haven't mentioned a single YouTube poop YouTuber, and that's probably because I kinda don't remember them. But there is one that I do remember, and I want to give a quick mention. Yoshi Maniac. Now, let's just say that this is definitely the dude that I watched a lot when it came to YouTube poops, and I still do, because they're still very funny. The sad part is that he hasn't uploaded in a very long time. That's because he's taken college, and it's been a while since he's commented on that. So I don't know if he's ever gonna come back, but if he does, I'll definitely be there, man, for sure. So, are YouTube poops still as popular as they used to be? I would like to say yes, but not as popular as they were in the 2010s, but that's okay. If anything, I'm glad that these videos are still being made, because sometimes we just have to watch a video to turn off our brain and just accept complete chaos that can lead to utter laughter. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye.